I think that's important, isn't it? We remember these are human beings because they're getting hammered from everywhere at the moment.
I think they are. People were talking about them too much. I'm not sure referees want to be in the spotlight. They want to do their job, and they know that if we're not talking about the referees, it pretty much means that they've done a good job. But with all the technology that there is around now, they are under more and more scrutiny. The thing that I keep coming back to from listening to that audio tape is they were in such a rush to make that decision. And I think that's because we've put them under pressure, because when VAR was first introduced and they were taking a long time to make these decisions, everybody was complaining about the fact that it was taking too long, it was ridiculous. But listening to that audio and watching the video, it's obvious if you do anything at that speed, if you do anything that's complicated, mistakes are going to be made. And I think it's really important what we saw at the end of that clip as well. PGMOL saying that the protocols are going to change. Lessons will be learned. They're not blaming PGMOL. Obviously, a mistake was made, and in footballing terms, it was a serious, significant mistake. What we want to do is make sure that this doesn't happen again.
The clash between Arsenal FC and Everton FC has ignited another wave of controversy in the Premier League, with furious fans claiming their side was once again robbed by a shocking VAR decision. What should have been a straightforward penalty call quickly turned into another moment of frustration for Arsenal supporters, who believe the technology meant to protect fairness is instead being used to deny it. The incident occurred during a tense phase of the match when an Arsenal attacker burst into the Everton penalty area after a clever build-up play. As the forward attempted to control the ball and drive toward goal, he appeared to be clipped by an Everton defender, sending him tumbling to the ground. From the stadium stands to viewers watching worldwide, the reaction was immediate. It looked like a clear penalty. Players from Arsenal instantly appealed to the referee, arms raised and voices loud, convinced the decision would go their way. The referee, however, waved play on, signaling that he saw nothing worthy of a foul. Moments later, attention shifted to the VAR room, where many expected the officials to intervene and advise the referee to review the incident on the pitchside monitor. Instead, after a brief check, VAR surprisingly decided not to overturn the decision. That moment triggered an explosion of anger among Arsenal fans. Social media platforms were instantly flooded with clips of the challenge, slow-motion replays, and screenshots that supporters insist prove there was clear contact. Many fans argued that similar incidents in other matches have resulted in penalties, raising serious questions about consistency in officiating. The controversy has only intensified ongoing debates about the use of VAR in the Premier League. Introduced to eliminate obvious errors, the system has instead become one of the most polarizing topics in football. Supporters often complain that decisions remain subjective despite the presence of technology, leaving fans confused about how certain calls are judged. For Arsenal supporters, this latest moment feels painfully familiar. The club has been involved in several high-profile VAR controversies over the past few seasons, leading many to believe their team is being unfairly treated. Whether that perception is accurate or simply the emotion of passionate supporters, one thing is certain: confidence in the system continues to erode whenever decisions like this occur. Even neutral observers were left scratching their heads after reviewing the footage. Football pundits quickly joined the discussion, with some arguing that the contact was obvious enough to justify a penalty. Others suggested the referee may have believed the attacker exaggerated the fall, though that explanation has done little to calm the outrage online. As the match continued, the decision lingered like a shadow over the game. Arsenal players appeared frustrated, while Everton were more than happy to escape without punishment. In matches where a single moment can shape the final result, calls like this carry enormous weight. For now, Arsenal fans are demanding answers, transparency, and accountability from match officials. Whether the league will address the controversy remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the debate over VAR in the Premier League is far from over, and this latest incident has only poured more fuel onto an already raging fire.